There's a phrase you keep seeing everywhere right now, MCP server. It's in every AI tool, every release note, every thread. And almost nobody stops to say what it actually is. So here it is, in plain English. By the end of this, you'll have one picture in your head, one mental model that makes the whole thing click. And I promise it's simpler than the name makes it sound. Let's start with the problem MCP exists to fix, because to get why it's a big deal, you have to feel the mess it cleaned up. Picture your AI Claude, ChatGPT, whatever you use on its own. It's a brain in a jar, brilliant, but sealed off. It can't see your files, it can't check your calendar, it can't touch your GitHub, your database, your Slack. It only knows what it was trained on and whatever you paste into the chat. So, to make it useful, developers started wiring it up to real tools, connected to GitHub, connected to your database, connected to Google Drive, and at first, that's fine. You build a little custom connector for each one, but here's where it goes wrong. Every AI speaks a slightly different language, and every tool has its own way and its own login, its own data format, its own quirks. So if you've got, say, 3 different AI models and 10 different tools you want them to use, how many custom connectors do you have to build? Not 13. 3 times 10, 38 separate hand-built wire for every single pairing. And every time a tool updates, something breaks. This is the spaghetti engineers literally call it the M times N problem models times tools. It explodes, it's brittle. And everyone was rebuilding the same connectors over and over. So in late 2024, the team at Anthropic, the people behind Claude, asked a simple question. What if we didn't do that? What if, instead of a custom wire for every pair, there was one standard plug? And that's MCP. It stands for Model Context Protocol. But forget the words for a second, because here's the only mental model you actually need. MCP is a universal adapter. Think about USB-C before USB-C. Every device had its own weird charger. Your phone, your camera, your laptop, all different, a drawer full of cables that only fit one thing. Then USB-C showed up and it was just one shape, one plug. Any device, MCP is exactly that, but for AI, one standard plug, any tool. So what is an MCP server, really? It's the tool side of that universal plug. Here's the picture. You've got the AI application that's called the host, Claude Code, your chat app, whatever. Inside it lives a little client whose only job is to speak the MCP language. And on the other side sits the server. The server wraps around a real tool, GitHub, your database, your calendar. And it offers that tool up in the one standard format every AI understands. Client on the AI side, server on the tool side. Same plug shape in the middle. That's the whole architecture. So when your AI wants to do something in the real world, the conversation is dead simple. The client asks the server, hey, what can you do? And the server answers back with a menu. Now, what's actually on that menu? An MCP server can offer 3 kinds of things. First, tools. These are actions the AI can take. Search the web, send an email, open a pull request, run a query. Verbs, things that do something. Second, resources. This is data the AI can read, a file, a document, a row from your database, the result of an API call. Nouns, things it can look at. And third, prompts. These are ready-made templates, the expert way to ask, like a saved recipe the server hands over so you don't have to phrase it yourself. Tools to act, resources to read, prompts to guide. That's everything a server can put on the table. Now watch what that one standard plug actually buys you. Remember the spaghetti? 3 models, 10 tools, 30 custom wires. With MCP, it collapses. You build one server for GitHub once, and now every MCP compatible AI can use it. You build one server for your database once. Every AI gets it for free. The math flips from M times N to M+N. Models plus tools instead of an exploding mess. You get a clean grid, build it once, plug in anywhere. And this is why it spread so fast. It's an open standard, not owned by one company. So Claude supports it, ChatGPT supports it, VS Code, Cursor, all the big tools speak it. Which means a server somebody built last week, you can just plug into your AI today. There's a whole ecosystem of them now. And suddenly, the brain in the jar has hands. Let's make it real for a second. With the right MCP service connected, your AI can read a Figma design and build the actual website from it. It can check your Google Calendar
your life. They can talk to your company's databases and let you just ask questions in plain English. Somebody even wired one up to control Blender and a 3D printer. The AI didn't get smarter, it just got plugged in. So let's put the whole thing on a napkin. The problem was spaghetti, every AI needed a custom wire to every tool and it exploded. MCP is the universe adapter, the USB-C port for AI, one standard plug. An MCP server is the tool side of that plug. It offers some tools to act, and sources to read, and prompts to guide. Build it once and any AI can use it. That's it. That's an MCP server. It's not a new kind of AI. It's the standard that finally lets AI reach out and touch the rest of your software. So next time you see those 3 letters, you won't blink. You just picture the adapter.